You guys ready to keep this show going? Let's keep it going, okay? Speaking of San Diego, this next comic, hailing from San Diego, you can see her on the, we're gonna get there. You can see her on the Neighborhood Watch Gang premiering on YouTube April 26th. That's a plug. Give it up for Elisa, Litke.
I did not pay them, okay? Don't worry about it, right? All right. Everybody, how was your 420? All right, okay, how was your Easter? All right, do people still do egg hunts? Egg hunts? No? I feel like egg hunts are a lot like trick-or-treating, like how old is too old? You know, like I feel like what's the statute of limitations on that, you know? But here's the thing, we kind of solved it in my family, because my family, we're all adults now, so we're able to bring the intensity of our egg hunts just to a new level, right? And so what we do now is that my dad, he takes all of the eggs and he hides them in ridiculously hard places to find, right? And then some of the eggs have money in them, right? So in those places are even hidden, like even harder, right? And then he comes and joins the rest of us. We give him 10 minutes. He's so gosh damn old that he forgets where all the eggs are. He can now participate. It's family fun for the whole gang, right? Before Easter, and I'm a Catholic, so before Easter comes, we have Lent, right? And in Lent, you're supposed to usually give something up, right? I tried to give up cursing, but fuck that. First of all, I love cursing. It's a lot of fun. Just did it. Proof. Exhibit A. Fuck that. Right? Fun. The second thing is that people always say that it's bad words, right? Oh, they're bad words. But what does that mean? Right? You know, like what makes them bad? Huh? That's some bullshit in my opinion, right? Because you can say anything with a bad intention and it can hurt even if you didn't say any curse words, right? I have a bunch of examples, so I'm about to prove it to you. Anyways, so my college roommates, we were all sitting around having fun, right? And we're all saying, oh, what dream men we could see you with, right? So everyone's tagging each other, right? Oh, you got Channing Tatum. Oh, you Chris Hemsworth, right? These bitches look at me and they go, Bill Murray. They specify Bill Murray now. I don't even get Ghostbusters Bill Murray. They said Bill Murray now. Not even 10 minutes later, we are doing a tag yourself with Mario Bros characters. They tagged me as Wario. What the shit is that? I told them I was gonna move out. You know what those bitches said? Goodbye. That's fucked. But you know what? These stories started from when I was young, man. When I was like in the 6th grade, I was with this girl in my class. She looked like Francine from Arthur, but she had the personality of Muffy. And if you know nothing about Arthur, those are the 2 worst possible character traits in Arthur, right? So I'm sitting with Muffy, and we're talking to this guy who has so many freckles on his face that I swear if they just fused together, he could have started saying the N-word, right? So me and Muffy, we're sitting together, and we're asking him to rate all of the girls in our class on a scale of 1 to 10, because we are what the youth call insecure, right? And so finally, she did what I was dying to do, which was she asked about herself, right? And he gave her a 4. So I was like, oh fuck, he's being honest right now. This is high hopes, right? So finally I asked about myself, right? And he goes, 6. And I was like, 6! My mom picks me up from school that day, right? I hop in the car, rejuvenated, right? I said, this wigga just called me a 6. And my mom, without missing a fucking beat, goes, you probably would have gotten a higher score if you did something with your hair. I would have rather she just called me a cunt and we could have moved on with our day, right? That's not the worst thing a parent has said to me. When I was in high school, I was depressed and suicidal, right? And so, you know, my high school found out, and my knight in shining armor, as all teenagers, my guidance counselor, decided to pull out the big old trump card and call my parents, right? And so my dad luckily answered, and so they said to him, sir, your daughter's been like attempting, and he said, well, obviously she's not trying that hard. I love that. That is the most fucked up thing my dad has ever said to me, but that is also the funniest thing he has ever said to me. I will never forget it.
I said that to me.
But also just, I'm gonna leave you with this one last story, okay? And it is to prove that no matter who it is or where you are, you can be struck down, even without cursing, okay? I was in confession. Oh, hold on. I was in confession, right? I'm behind the screen because I was a pussy at that point. And so I said to him, Father, I'm an asshole to my sister. I'm an asshole to my parents, but if you heard some of the things that they've said to me, they deserved it. And the priest says to me, well, you know what? You need to be a better brother to your sister. And you need to be a better son to your parents. And as someone who just barely got a 6, that destroyed me. I would have much rather he just molested me because I would have been funny by now. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful night.